Good morning, everyone. Ready to go pick some yarrow? I am. So we're out here this morning just getting ready to pick up some yarrow and add that to our herbal remedies and teas for this next season. And it is a wonderful plant to have with you. And we're going to go over its benefits once we get it picked and in the house and we're just cleaning it up. And I think you're going to find it's one you might want to take the time to go out and either locate or purchase, or I know you can buy seeds. There are a lot of really great seed companies out there, but you could also check out Etsy because people are selling their seeds from their gardens to, create some more income for themselves. And that's just another way to help a really small business out, and you might want to consider that. So let's go ahead and take a look. So there's yarrow all through here, and we're just going to start picking it. I'm going to show you the plant a little bit closer here in a moment. But some of it's going to seed. I'm a little late on some of this, but we still have time to get some. So we're going to try and get a bucket full at least today. And then we'll talk about the benefits and how we can use it. Yarrow is a great plant. If you can grow it in your yard, you can certainly get the seeds. That's wonderful. Because it grows wild here, it's one less thing I have to maintain. So I'm not sure I plan to plant it in my medicinal garden or not. I haven't made a full decision on that. So here's a better close-up of yarrow. And I'm showing you this plant specifically because I want to show you where these on this side are going to seed. And you can really see that they're just starting to get older and kind of be done. But if you, let's see, let it focus there. But if you go down to these ones, they're a more vibrant color. They are, so the ones on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see where they're more seedy and kind of dying. And then this clump, I'm talking about these ones right here, but this clump right here is much more vibrant color and it's not really gone to seed yet. So we're going to be picking ones like this today to add to our herbal pantry. All right, I'm going to get this bucket filled and we'll be right back. These are the best little clippers ever. Seriously, I had a friend recommend them to me. They're called ARS pruning shears and they're absolutely wonderful. I use them for so many things. Also, everyone, in the midst of getting this yarrow, I want to take a quick pause and show you what mullein looks like as it's getting bigger. If you haven't seen my mullein video, I'll stick it up in the iCard and you can check that out. It has wonderful medicinal properties. But the mullein plant, it can get huge. I mean, these aren't that big. They're probably about 2 feet long, 2 feet tall. I've seen these get to like 6 feet. They can get crazy big. Yeah, I just want to show those to you. And if you haven't seen my mullein video, check it out. And if you have, you will understand what I'm showing to you now. Well, we are done picking yarrow this morning. I didn't get quite as much as I was hoping for. Things are just getting yucky. We've had super dry weather, and so it's just they're drying out is what's happening. So I did pick some the other day when we did fireweed. Our fireweed haul that we did, so I have some more in the refrigerator at home. So I'm happy with what I have today. And if I really wanted to venture out further and jump in the car, I'm sure I could go find more, but I'm just going around our property today. And like I said, there was quite a bit more than what I've picked. It's just, it's not the best, and I didn't want to pick that. So we're going to be thankful with what we got. And I've got to get back to the house and get my potatoes hilled today. And then we will get back in the kitchen and show you what we're going to do with this. Well, I am back, and the day got away from me the other day, and I did not get the yarrow taken care of. I ended up throwing it in the refrigerator. I found that just getting it into a cool environment makes it last just fine until I can usually get to it and work on it. So we are back today, a different day, to get it washed up and in the dehydrator and talk with you a little bit about why I think yarrow is really an important herb for you to put into your medicinal cabinet. So let's get it washed up. I'm going to talk with you about it as I go. All right, as I've shown in a previous video, my favorite way of cleaning up my herbs that I have harvested is to just throw it in my salad spinner. It just makes life much easier. And I did end up having some yarrow that I had picked on a different day from what I videoed. And so, oops, we don't want that part yet. So we do have a little bit more than what I showed in the initial bucket in the video. So we're just gonna get it cleaned up here and get it ready for the dehydrator. So what I was telling you, so yarrow, which I may say its technical name wrong, but I'm gonna give it a shot, is Achillea mellifolium, I believe. And it was named, Achillea was a warrior in Greek mythology named Achilles. Like I said, I could be saying those names incorrectly, because not everything is phonetic, and I tend to speak phonetically when I'm trying to figure out a word. So, anyways, let's spin this real quick. So the yarrow root can be used for pain. You can grind. You could like chop it up really good, make it into like some kind of a paste, maybe using coconut oil or something of that nature. It's really good for toothaches. It's wonderful for bringing fevers down. It works well on the common cold. All right, I'm gonna go put this on a tray real quick. Okay, sorry, I should have my trays ready. Okay, it's Achilles, like Achilles tendon. I was not saying that properly. All right, and we're going to do another batch. I think I have to do spinning about 3 times to get all these cleaned. So, sorry, I was saying that incorrectly. It brings down a fever. You could drink it hot. So if someone had a fever, you could make them a really hot cup of tea and give it to them that way. The other thing you could do is actually pour it or put it into a like a satchel or a cheesecloth that you tied off and put it in a really hot bath, say for your children, and throw it into the bathtub, and obviously only put it as hot as they can stand it. But put them in there if they're having a fever, and you can go ahead and help them with their little fevers by doing that. That's another way you could use it. It's really good for women who are having menstruation issues, whether that happens to be too much or too little. It'll actually help level you out. There's another really good herb for that as well, the red raspberry leaf. So you could just drink that tea on a regular basis to help do that. It helps with dysentery, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome. So if you have any of those issues going on, putting yarrow into your regular tea drinking regiment would be a great benefit to you, and I think you would really enjoy it. You can also use it to, you can make it into a tea, let it cool off, soak a towel into it, or use it as an astringent on your skin. It's wonderful for inflammation. It can clear out skin infections and sign of skin aging, so you can make that into astringent. I might try that out because I'm usually use my rose petal astringent that I make with witch hazel, but I would really be interested in seeing the difference and how things are with how it works with a yarrow tea. So let me get this finished up and we'll be right back. Okay, the yarrow is in the dehydrator. We got that going. It's supposed to be in the low 90s today, and I want to get my dehydrators going early because they're outside and I don't want their motors to overheat. So I'm not sure. We just don't want to test the waters there and ruin our equipment. So I'm also looking into probably purchasing some air drying herb racks at some point, because, you know, we want to not be completely dependent on the electricity. I do like to use my dehydrating Excalibur right now because I can regulate the temperature and get it done fairly quickly, but you don't have to worry about regulating the temperature if you're air drying them. So I just want to have both options, and I really like that. Another way that you can dry yarrow, because the leaves and the flowers both have the medicinal properties, I just chose to pretty much pick the flowers because what I was out picking, because everything was so dry, not everything was looking so great. So I was really just trying to get what I thought looked good to bring back to my medicinal cabinet. So you can actually cut them, the stems about this long, you know, wrap it with some string and hang it the least amount of light possible. You really want to hang them in a drier place, especially to get the medicinal value out of them. If you're using them for culinary purposes and just some flavor, it's probably not a big deal. But if you're doing it for medicinal purposes, you really want to hang them in a darker place. I would encourage you to do that. So that's another way you can dry them. Air drying doesn't take a lot of time. We're getting ready to go camping, and I need to get some of these things done so that we can go. We're really excited about our camping trip. Actually, when you see this video, we will have returned from the camping trip. I'm taking this week off from posting videos, and I won't have time to edit anything and get it up before I go. So you'll be seeing this when we return. The other thing you can do with yarrow is you can make tinctures with them, and I will be doing some videos on how to make simple tinctures here in the future, and why I really think tinctures are a great way to preserve some of our herbs and those medicinal values for our everyday use. But a lot of people will say, oh, herbs don't work. You know, they just don't work on me. I need harder stuff. I need prescriptions. The deal with herbs is that you need to start putting them into your system now. You need to start drinking them as teas, using them on an everyday basis, and then your body is accustomed to that, and it's going to be understanding those medicinal values and using it. We have a really great whole body that God made for us, and it really does work with the herbs, but you really got to cut out the things that, the pharmaceuticals and the things like that, that people have become dependent on. So I would encourage you to start doing that today. If going on an herbal journey is something that's important to you, really start incorporating just drinking good herbal teas on a regular basis, whether you're purchasing them from a reliable source or you are harvesting them on your own. All right, well, I hope you guys liked the video on yarrow and that it gave you some ideas as to why you should add it into your medicinal cabinet and its properties. I would encourage you to research it further, because I think that it's important for you guys to do that if this is a journey that you're interested in going on. My hope is to show you what I'm doing, encourage you on that, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. So God bless, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye.